Now turn up.
What up is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads. We have another video here today talking about Cornerstones. But if you're new to the channel, we are giving away a Vikings football. If you're not a Vikings fan, that's all right, because we are giving away something after this. But the last day in July is when we'll be giving this signed football away, and then we'll be on to our next thing. So that is Patreon. The thing is in the comment or in the description box there. You can click on it. If you donate $1, that still gives you one little ping pong ball into the big, huge ping pong ball mess that we get to have a chance, right? It's like the lottery. Go for it. So we're doing Dynasty Cornerstone running backs. This is the most difficult, easy video possibly. And I'll describe why. So easy, let's just start with Jonathan Taylor. He is Cornerstone 1A. He is the easiest Cornerstone. He has the age, being 22. He has the ability, the talent. I mean, coming out of Wisconsin, you could see the transition to NFL could be pretty smooth with him, besides maybe his reception game. But he did actually show out pretty well in reception game. His last 8 games, he was a fantasy league winner for a lot of people. So he's kind of the easy one. He's the, okay, that's the easy Cornerstone. But what do we go from here? We have the weird situation of where we have older running backs. We have Kamara, Zeke, Cook even. And then we have the young running backs, but they haven't shown enough. So we have the J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift, CEH, Antonio Gibson, Cam Akers, like all those. And then we have even rookies like Javonte Williams and Najee Harris and even Travis Etienne. So we have this, like, is there any other cornerstones? And I'm going to add one cornerstone. I'll add it actually at the end of the video. Yeah, I'm going to make you watch the entire thing. But tier 2 running backs, we're going to have like a tier 2 for cornerstones. Cornerstones are usually supposed to be running backs that you know are going to do super well and are going to be producing and going to be basically league winners. And so I'm going to go through a couple guys that I think have that. I'm not going to have Kamara, Zeke, and Cook because I think their age is a little too much for my liking. So I am going to go with the younger running backs. And I think the first one right off the bat is CEH. I still believe in his opportunity. I think he's going to be there for 5 years, 4 more after this last year, because I think they're going to have him on his rookie contract for the entire 5 years. So I think he has 4 potential years of RB1 production left. And I think what we saw last year was kind of his basically baseline. He was hurt. He was trying to get involved in the offense. His reception game was kind of disappointing compared to what he came out of LSU. So I think he's my #1 tier 2 guy when we come to cornerstones. The next guy is going to be DeAndre Swift and J.K. Dobbins. You kind of say, why do you put them together? Because I think both of them have the talent, and that is the biggest thing, and both have opportunity. I think they are easily the starters in their respective positions, but they just haven't done it before. I think that's the big key, is they were at low-end RB1s the last half of the year last year. I think they could easily be RB1s for the next couple of years again. The sophomore running back class is absolutely amazing. And I think that's going to be one of the things that we look back at. We look at the Cook, Leonard Fournette, I think there was Cook, Leonard Fournette, Mixon, CMC, all that kind of group there. We looked at all of those running backs. I think you're going to see kind of that same thing. Sophomore, junior year, you're going to start seeing these running backs. And it's going to kind of be like this cycle, because then 2023 running backs are going to come in, and you're going to have some of these running backs that are third, like 25, 26, and we're going to have the same conversations. It's going to be like deja vu in 3 years. So 2020, I think you're going to have a lot of running backs. The next one I'm going to put, yes, I am going to put him, not Cam Akers. Sorry, you're not a cornerstone to me, but I think it's going to be Antonio Gibson, and he's the one that I actually had the hardest time on, because there's just, like, he was all touchdowns last year. His production, of course, in Turkey Day was awesome, but I think that he has some risk to him, just in case that Washington's offense doesn't surprise like a lot of people expect. I think their defense is going to be really well. I think Washington's defense is going to be one of the best in the league. Yes, I said it. Best in the league. I think Chase Young is an animal. I think he's a monster. I think he's going to destroy offensive lines. So I think that Washington's defense is going to be really good. That could mean more for Antonio Gibson, long story short. But I think that Antonio Gibson is kind of that cornerstone. I would not be trading him away at this point. These tier 2 cornerstones, they're like tier 2 wide receiver cornerstones. They have a lot more risk. Like really, it's Jonathan Taylor, and it's the next guy that we're going to be talking about here. And that next guy is Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey, 25 years old. I still think he has 3 more years of really good production, but he is the league winner type thing. He is the RB1 the next couple of years, in my opinion, and he is the 1B when we talk about cornerstones because he has safety. He's 25 years young. And I really think that when you look at the tread on his tire, I mean, he didn't have any tread on his tire last year. Yes, he did get hurt. And yes, he played 1 million snaps the previous year in 2019. But we're looking at going forward, I could see him with his pass-catching abilities being the next guy that could produce at 25, 26, 27, maybe even 28. And so that's 4 years of production that I see out of Christian McCaffrey. He is and the only other reason why of that, I was like, oh, should he not? Christian McCaffrey, you could trade for Jonathan Taylor. I think he's probably like one of the only running backs in this league that you could actually trade for Jonathan Taylor. Right now, Jonathan Taylor is almost untouchable in so many leagues because of his age and his ability. And people look at the age and go, wow, 22? There's no one near it. In fact, a lot of teams, a lot of people, including myself, have put him in the top 3 running backs already, and he's really only had half a year production. So that is not crazy, I don't think, but I think that can be crazy to think about. So those are my running back cornerstones, tier 1 and tier 2, because really, like I said, we're in this kind of weird phase of like we have Cook and Kamara, who are starting to get older and they have a lot of tread on their tire. And then we have these young running backs that haven't done much. And so like honorable mentions or even like tier 3 cornerstones would be like the Kamara, the Cooks, the Najee Harris's, Javonte Williams. I can't put those rookies in because you don't know what their production is going to be like. You've seen them at the collegiate level, but there's so many times where the collegiate level does not translate to the NFL level and they end up becoming busts. So we have to see it happen at the next level. And we have to see them continue to improve, which sometimes running backs don't. They just like, I made it to the NFL. I'm done. Okay? So this is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads, where you do daily Dynasty videos. I will see you tomorrow when we do some more Cornerstone rankings. All right? Peace out. Take care. Now turn up.